Hello, everyone. Welcome to Riley's Recap. I'm Riley, and this is my recap. Last week, on episode 4, Best Laid Plans. Our session begins as all of our exhausted adventurers have piled back into the carriage, much to the chagrin of Wilhelm. Vienna puts her backs to the idiots so that she can pray in peace that she not murder them while they sleep. Kraylin peruses a book similar in size to the kind that Hermione Granger considers light reading. Galgark is sitting on the floor as his giant loaf-shaped body and pea-sized brain don't understand seats. Sever is cuddling his overgrown skin tag of a snake companion, and Meek is pouting that we didn't all hide in a bush together. Meanwhile, Jazargo is up front cuddled up to Wilhelm's leg, softly purring himself and fighting the urge to lick his own nips. All of a sudden, the gang comes across the shipment carriages and pops a Yui to follow them back to the farm. The shipment makes it there completely unharmed, and everyone shuffles out of the carriage. In the 8 hours the convoy was traveling, we managed to make it a whopping 12 miles, which we all collectively blame on tired and lazy horses. Following right in line with regular events, the group then splits into two very distinct groups. One which wants to try alcoholic swamp water with the dwarves, and one that wants to make sure the shipment is safe. You can imagine who was in each group. Meek and Vierna take a few shots of swamp water hooch while Jazargo scopes out the place and Kraylin runs his fingers through the dirt like a crackhead. Sever and Galgark are sitting back watching the madness unfold while Sever contemplates how to keep up with all of his lies. Suddenly, Meek overhears Charlie the gnome talking mad shit about the group, and in all of his drunken glory with the confidence of a man who's already been to prison 3 times, decides to launch a shovelful of hot coals at the wrong person. A decision that resulted in 2 people being burned and 1 gnome turning into a ghost, which Vienna later determined was through illusion magic. Meanwhile, our sober adventurers are outside yelling in panicked tones that they could use some help out here, as Kraylin, Jazargo, and Sever all stare down the mouth of an unnamed green gaseous dementor floating above the house. Galgark proudly announces to the entire room that he has to go potty in Elvish, while Vienna is still in utter shock that the gnome man faded into the abyss. As Galgark marches out of the room with Meek close in tow behind him, Vienna also heads towards the door, but stops for a thwarted attempt at another swig of hot swamp water hooch. The battle rages on outside as everyone takes turns trying to stab, axe, blast, and punch the now semi-solid Dementor as he ravages Anton's shipment. Finally, Vienna makes her way outside to tell the mystery gang and their blasted meddling cat about the case of the disappearing gnome, but is cut off mid-sentence when she reaches the door and sees our old friend, the green gassy goop man. She fires off a sacred flame, absolutely sure it will be the kill shot, but alas, to her dismay, it was Wilhelm who Mortal Kombat style finished him off under the orders of Kraylin the Racist. Vienna tells them about Charlie and his magic act inside, which, after some insults in Orcish, prompts Kraylin to give Charlie's house a better look-see, where in the back he finds the tiny, child-sized skeleton laying in the floor, covered in blood and acid. Dun, dun, dun! Join us this week as we head back into town to tell Anton the good and the bad news. Will Sever ever speak again? Will Galgark finally find a friend who understands him and Kraylin? Will Meek and Vienna be able to nurse their impending hangovers? Will Jazargo cuddle Wilhelm again? Or will he use his scales as a scratching post? Tonight on Dungeons, Dragons, and Dimwits.